Right, we're live again. 5 minutes to go till kickoff. I'm just eating some cereal because I had breakfast quite early yesterday. I had nothing throughout the stream except for some water, which I actually need to get. I forgot about that. So, finishing my cereal, so bear with me. Eels 1 to 12 and Eels 13 plus. Nearly done. Water. Need to get water. Right. Didn't want that. There we go. Okay. Mm. All right. They've got some nice kits. Damn. Oh, that makes so much sense. Wrong username, that's why. Here we go. We are underway. Parramatta with the first run in. They are some nice kits. They look really good. Let's see if they can pin the Rabbitohs back in their own half. We'll see how that goes for them. Just want to tweet this out and then I should be good to go. Okay, right. We are all good. Okay, finally, I can just settle down. Everything's done. I was a little bit late today. I don't have a timer or a scoreboard on the screen, which is annoying. Eels firmly into Rabbitohs territory right now. Firmly. I can't tell what tackle it is. Oh, that's a great pass from Moses. Russell? That might be Russell with a try. And that looked pretty easy, to be honest. That was Parramatta with the lead. Finally, the scoreboard's up as well. Thank God for that. It's going to be a tough night for Parramatta, but with starts like this, it's definitely going to help them out. Early tries are huge. Cuts inside. Yeah, he gets that ball down cleanly. Good effort from Walker to keep it up, but yeah, it's a great start for Parramatta. Less than 3 minutes in. What a pass from Moses. Johnston pushes up. Moses attacks the line. That's a great pass. Brilliant. Huge for them. Just signed a new contract as well. It's massive. See how Moses gets on with this kick. He's not right on the touchline, but it's quite wide. He's got it. It's clean. That was clean as hell, that one. Great start for Parramatta. I've got the Rabbitohs winning 13+. That's what I had in my tips and predictions video. I was unable... Oh my God, the Dragons actually won. They won at the end of the game. Oh my God. I didn't even know. I thought it was like the 36th minute in the second half. Roosters were up. I didn't know. Well, that's my bet lost. I was actually gonna go with the Dragons 1-12 as well. Like, I was really gonna go for it, and then I was saying to myself, "You're an idiot for going with the Dragons. As much as the Roosters are having a poor season, like, why would you take the Dragons?" And it's like, I was going for them for a reason, and I just didn't. Oh my God, that's annoying. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Wow. Parramatta with a great start. All I can really do now is hope that the rest of the games go well, so that my bet prediction is close. Got a head injury assessment for Davey. There's a head clash with Campbell Graham. He's going to be done for the game, possibly. Ryan Matheson comes on. So yeah, Andrew Davey off for a head injury assessment. Hopefully he's okay. Fifth tackle, Moses kicks. And that's Johnston to collect, runs it back in. To Mitchell and to Milne. Penalty. We just lose connection. I think we just lost connection, but we should be good now. Yeah, we're all good now. Hopefully. I think we are. Yeah, we should be good to go. Happened once yesterday and then it was done. And then it's happened again, so... Anyway. Right. Well, that was forward. This is what I do not like about Damien Cook. His passes from dummy half are too flat a lot of the time. That's a great kick from Walker. Johnston's chasing. He's going to get there. He does. He's got it. That's a great try. That's beautiful. Great kick from Walker. Held up nicely. Oh my god. He never grounded it. He never grounded it. Like, for all money, you could have sworn that he got that down. Even he thinks he got it down. He pushed Gutherson's foot down. I don't think... he doesn't even touch it. Does he? He doesn't touch the ball. No, it doesn't look like a try. He doesn't touch the ball. You can clearly see from the angle behind Gutherson that Johnston doesn't touch the ball. Yeah, there's no way this is a try, actually. Okay, no try, as it should be. Goal line dropout. Yep, that's correct. What a try saver. What an absolute try saver from Gutherson. I could have sworn that front angle, that's a try. 100%. And then that angle behind Gutherson. Easy. Campbell Graham gets the ball from the goal line dropout. So Souths are in a great position to return fire once again. God, there's some nice kits. They really are nice. Okay. Souths go left with Damien Cook. Totola runs it in. Another boot comes off. They go left to Walker. Hesitates, gives it to Johnston. He's going to have to cut back inside. Fourth tackle now for Souths. Shift right to Walker. Right to Murray. Ilias. Mitchell. Campbell Graham's got some space on the right. Nearly breaks through. Last tackle for Souths. On the right-hand side, Mitchell gives it to Ilias. Cuts to the right. Goes at the line. Offloads, but goes straight to the hands of the Eels. Mitchell strips it. That's huge. Oh my god, they've got all the space on the left. Johnston? He's got it. No question marks over that one. None. Zilch. Zero. Easy. God, Mitchell is good. Oh, he's good. I'm gonna come out and say it. Oh, Mitchell should start over Tedesco for New South Wales. He should. I understand for the sake of like balance through the team. Like you could and probably should have Tedesco at fullback and then Mitchell just play centre. And then you get like the most world-class depth in your squad, but surely there's another centre out there that you can go with. You can even play Jack White in at centre if you had to. But I feel like, are you limiting Mitchell too much by not playing him at fullback? Like, could he be even more influential at fullback over Tedesco for New South Wales? And that's something you got to ask yourself. Mental. Okay. Tough kick for Mitchell, though. Moses got a decent kick from the right-hand side. Again, not right on the touchline, but it's close. It's curving. Oh, it's the right upright. I've completely forgot to change the scores like an idiot. Right. Okay. Eels are on 6. Rabbitohs are on 4. There we go. Forgot to do like one of the most important things of the stream, which was to actually update the score. Well, there we go. Sorted. Andrew Davey will not return after his HIA assessment, even though A is assessment. After his HIA, that's what I meant. Alright, 6-4 for the Parramatta Eels. Just under 10 minutes into this game. It's a good start to the game, actually. I'd still say the Rabbitohs are probably good for this win at the moment, because they do just... I mean, it's only 10 minutes, but they do look on top at the moment. That's a big run from Arrow. Third tackle. Rabbitohs on the 40-metre line already. Just crossed over halfway. With, is that Cameron Murray, I think? So they'll probably bomb this, I reckon, short side. Yeah, Elias hits it high. Doesn't really get much depth on it. This could be anyone's. Graham knocks it back. And Damien Cook knocks on. It's going to be Parramatta Eels ball. About 25 in front of their own try line. There's a poor kick from Elias. That was awful. Right, let's see what the Eels can do now. They'll have good field position already. That's going to be second tackle. Just over the 40. This is this lining up to be a fantastic game. I mean, it already is 10 minutes in, but plenty more rugby to go. So this is going to be a hell of a game. Balls with Moses. Gives a hop good. Back to Moses. Penasini down the right. Finds a bit of space. Ref's blown up. Independent doctor. Head injury for... Who is it for? Sele? Yeah. Ame Sele. I don't think I've seen him much this year. He's a big guy. Well, you'd hope for a prop. Jacob Host comes on. All right. Last tackle, Moses. Kicks high. Mitchell's going for it and brings it down cleanly. Ball still in play. Jairo's probably going to run this one in. He is. Rabbitohs at about their own 20. Tass runs it in. Cook at dummy half. Chicam runs it in. About to cross the 30. Well, they're going to spread this. It's with Walker. Inside to Host. And they hit the 40. Fourth tackle. They go right. Toller is tackled on the 40. Well, that's the halfway line. So, big kick. That's not a very deep kick from Walker. That's easy for Russell to take. Very easy. Penasini's going to run it in for the Eels. And they're going to cross the 40 now, Parramatta. Gets the offload. Moses gives it to Gutherson. They keep going left with Dylan Brown. Sees a bit of space. Gets a few extra meters. Not bad, not bad. Third tackle, Gutherson at dummy half. They cross into... Oh, that's lovely. That is lovely. Micah Sivo down the left. He's free. Can't give it off. 10 meters away from the try line now. Fourth tackle. They're working in these tight spaces out wide. Junior Barlow gets the offload. Moses gives it to Penasini. He's brought down. That's a great tackle from Tass. That's a great tackle. Balls with Moses. Going to chip over. And Ilias gets the catch in goal. Good take. They're saying it's a dropout. Okay. Are they going to challenge this? No. That's the right decision. It's a correct decision indeed. Right, so it's going to be a goal line dropout. Souths go short here typically, don't they? Latrell Mitchell's got to be careful. Right, let's see how they get on. He will go short. Is that going to make it? I think it will. It does, but that's going to be a knock-on, I think, from Souths. It is. That's going to be Parramatta's ball. Close in front of the try line. Very close. Great field position now for the Eels. Right, some defensive work to do now. Again for the Rabbitohs. Jackson Barlow runs that in solidly. 2 meters away from the try line now. They go left. It's with Hodgson. Inside to Greg. Hodgson at dummy half again. They're going to go left with Barlow. That looked flat. Let's see how they get on. Right in front of the try line. Goes left to Brown. Tries to give it off. But Simonson knocks on. And that's going to be a turnover. So, the Rabbitohs, they hold out. They hold out. Right, so 6-4 to the Eels. Completion rate, 63% for South, 71% for Parramatta. 24 minutes left in this half. And the Rabbitohs are on their own 20. Arrow runs that in, gets about 5 metres. Cooker dummy half gives it to Murray, he runs it in. They cross the 30, or the 30, sorry. Ilias looks to have a go down the right, but it's brought down by Dylan Brown. It's to Walker, he's going to bomb this into the air behind the 40. It's going to bounce. It bounces back to Penasini. Who did you have in the Dragons Roosters game? Okay, so before I was making my tips and predictions video, I looked at everything and I said this is the perfect opportunity for the Dragons to win. And with clear logic, I saw it very clearly. This is a perfect opportunity for the Dragons to win. And in my head I was like, right, I'm going to take the Dragons 1-12. And then about 15 minutes later, I thought, people are going to think you're stupid backing the Dragons. So then I thought, the Roosters on paper have a stronger squad. So I'm going to back the Roosters in my tips from 1-12. And then I checked the score. It was like 36th minute in the second half. They're winning by 4. Stuff going on in the game. They're winning by 4 with like 4 minutes to go. And then a few minutes into this game, I checked the score. And the Dragons have bloody won it. Like, I had them to win by 2 points as well in my original prediction. Had them to win by 2 points. I can't believe it. In the bet, I did place an actual bet, so I had the Roosters to win. So I've lost that bet. But the bloody Dragons and the bloody Roosters. Took your advice but didn't take your... Yeah, that's the thing, like, it was just one of those, I sort of questioned myself, like, it was so obvious, right? So even though the Dragons were 0-5 in the last 5 games, and, you know, the Roosters were only... Like, away record was 1 win, 4 losses, I think. And Dragons at home were 2 wins, 2 losses. So 50% at home. With the Roosters not having Walker or Manu and just being all over the place, I was thinking, right, and this was before they sacked Griffin as well. And I was thinking, right, this is a great opportunity for the Dragons because Roosters are all over the place. And then in my head, I just thought, why am I backing the Dragons? It doesn't matter who they're playing against. It could have been the Tigers again. But why am I backing the Dragons, of all teams, to win a game? It's just a stupid decision. Why would I do it? And then they won. So, I don't know. I don't know if it makes me smart because that's what I was originally thinking, or if it makes me an idiot because I didn't go with it. Maybe both. I guess more of an idiot, but I guess both. But I can't believe it. For God's sake. In spirit, I went with the Dragons to win. In spirit, let's put it that way. So, I'll go with that. Oh, for God's sake. Anyway, I've forgotten about the game, but yeah. 20 minutes in. Still 6-4 to Parramatta. Had a couple of good attacks here, Para. But Jai Arrow runs it over the 30-metre line. Everything Gucci, you are my first ever commenter on a live stream as well, just to let you know. This is only my second one. I only did one yesterday, so congrats. You just made Kinetic Rugby League history. Everything Gucci. Remember the name. Remember the name. Right, kick from Ilias. Gutherson is uncontested with that one. Okay. Can't believe it. But yeah, just to be clear, I was originally thinking the Dragons. I then changed it for my tips and predictions to the Roosters. And then the Dragons won in the end. Brilliant. Okay, penalty for the Eels. They'll be in some really good field position now. It's going to be a Moses kick from the 40. Nice shot on Dylan Brown. A little bit soft. It wasn't too much. Right, so Parramatta's going to get the ball just in front of the South's 30-metre line. Brown is going to give it to Barlow. And he's going to run that in. Great field position now for the Eels. They shift right to Brown. He looks for some space. They move up to the 20. That's going to be a penalty. Do you go for 2? You could go for 2. But you're in good field position. Go for it. I'd say go for it. Are they going for 2? What are they doing? It's not clear. They're going to go for a try. They're running it. Matson runs it in for the first one. With Hodgson, goes right to Hopgood. Gets the offload to Hodgson. Gives it to Moses, shifts left to Barlow, back to Moses. Dylan Brown to Matson. And he's brought down. Well, not brought down, but he's tackled. Back to Moses. Shifts right. Balls with Gutherson. He's going to get tackled by Walker. He's going to get brought down. Strong defence from the Rabbitohs still. Third tackle now. On the 20-metre line. Goes to Barlow. He's going to go left to Hopgood. He's going to look to offload. That's a forward pass. Says the referee. Solid again from the Rabbitohs. It looks like just generally the Rabbitohs are strong defensively, but the Eels, like when they shift down the flanks, the wings, that they are, pretty quick with the passes. They can kind of find those small gaps out wide and work their way through. They've done it twice. Helped them with their first try especially, so let's see what the Rabbitohs can do now. They're going to be in front of their own 10. Shift left to Tass, and he's going to take that in. It's been a good game so far. Pretty good game. Damien Cook gets some good meters, just in front of the 30-metre line now. Second tackle. Third tackle, they make it over the 30. Murray shifts right to Ilias. Making some decent progress here, Rabbitohs. If they can pin back the Eels, that'll be good for them. They just cross halfway. To Tola. Damien Cook at dummy half. Last tackle. It's going to go to Walker for a bomb into the air. It's not too deep, so it's contestable. Another shot on Gutherson. He takes it cleanly. And the Eels have the ball. They're about the 20-metre line now. They shift left. Good work from the Rabbitohs, pushing them back. And Matson runs it in. Okay. So, fifth tackle. Moses to kick. See, this is something I love about the Eels. This is what I love that they do. And I don't know why other teams don't do this, right? You'll notice only with the Eels is that Moses will ask the team to run before he kicks the ball. So even though they're all going to be offside, that only matters if they are 10 metres from the player catching the ball when he catches it. So the thing is, as long as the team gets good momentum, making that initial run, they can close down the kick returner quickly. Moses gets a good kick, pins them back. But I don't know why more teams don't do it. It's like all the players can be offside ahead of Moses, but they never end up being offside because they're never within 10 metres of the kick returner. But they get much more... They'll be in a much better position defensively because they chase early. I don't know why more teams don't do it. It's only the Eels that do it, and it's like such a smart idea, but no one else does it. And even Lebanon did it when Moses was playing. So it's a Moses thing and not even an Eels thing. And Lebanon were able to, keep some teams pinned back from time to time in good field position. Especially helped, like, Lebanon were pretty strong against New Zealand in their first game in the World Cup. Like, it wasn't close necessarily, but the Eels are through. Bear with. Eels are through. Moses to the right. But he gives it to Simonson on the left. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. It's a song. There you go. The Eels, they score. Whilst I was rambling on. It's 10-4. Chance to go 8 points up. Let's have a look. Dylan Brown finds a gap between two, hands it off to Matheson, who's available. Then he's got Moses to his right, Simonson to his left. Goes to his left. Gets round Mitchell. And that's it. It's a try. And we're 10-4 to Parramatta. Centre that up because I'm got a little bit of OCD. Right. The Eels. Eels are getting it done at the minute. I'm trying to think if... Is the score representative of the game so far? I'd say it is. I'd say it's representative, actually. I think... Celts have had some good field position, but nothing crazy. Like, they've not had, like, tons of it. But I'd say the Eels have been on top with everything. So Moses from the touchline. It's swinging left. That looks beautiful. That is a beauty from Mitchell Moses. It's an absolute beauty. Excellent. Excellent kick from Moses. Eels are on it. They are on it right now. Was not expecting this. Right, 11 and a half minutes to go in this first half. 12-4 to the Eels. And it's looking good for them. It's looking very good indeed. I feel like the Rabbitohs will be okay, like, over the whole game. But, I don't know, the Eels keep this up. They're not going to touch them, so... Jackson Barlow plays the ball to Hodgson. Third tackle, and Hopgood runs it in, offloads it. Makatoa finds a bit of space, and they make it to the Rabbitohs 30. Fourth tackle. That'll look forward. Come to Simonson on the left. He's going to fend off Graham, but he manages to bring him down. Plays the ball. Gutherson goes right to Brown. He's going to kick this over to the right-hand side. And it's a knock-on from the Eels. Right. This is a hell of a game so far. I still think the Rabbitohs have got something in them, but yeah, the Eels keep this up. They're a weird team, the Eels. Like, they can... I don't trust them against teams worse than them, but I do trust them against teams that are better than them. Like, they're such a weird team. Like, I would trust them to give the Panthers a good fight, but not trust them to be comfortable against the Tigers or the Dragons, something like that. And that's the Eels all over. That's just the Parramatta Eels. But anyway, they're doing a good job here. So 4th tackle, it's with Murray. The shift left to Walker. It's with Tass. He's got Johnson to his left. And he's brought down. He's going to get pushed out. He offloads it. And the Eels get possession of the ball. That's Eels' ball now. 30-metre line on their own 30. Decent field position. They can get a good kick-off at the end of this set. Really pin the Rabbitohs back. 9 minutes to go. 2nd tackle. It's going well for the Eels. Not too shabby. And they go left to Makatoa. Another player that's linked with my Warrington Wolves. And again, that's also died down. Sirinen was one of them that was linked. Josh Kerr as well was another one. Hopgood finds a bit of space. It's play on. Has that been stripped? No, it's not. Still got possession. He's still going. He's still bloody going. Right, 5th tackle on the Rabbitohs 20-metre line. Dylan Brown kicks over to the left-hand side. Simonson and Sebo go for it. That is going to be Rabbitohs' ball, I think. It's dead in goal. That's going to be a 20-metre restart. Goal line dropout. They're claiming it came off the Rabbitohs. Fair enough. There's an attempt to strip there from the Rabbitohs on Hopgood, but he holds on to it. And it is a 20-metre restart. Okay. Bunker had a look at that one, I guess. Does anyone have any thoughts on the decision during the Broncos game yesterday of the on-field referee overturning or questioning the Bunker's decision of... whose try was it? I can't remember whose try it was, but when Reece Walsh jumped into the air. Anyone have any thoughts on that? I think it was interesting, but I kind of like it because in the end it was the right decision. I think Reece Walsh only had eyes for Tyrone Peachey initially, and then does, look at the ball when he jumps up, but he does interfere with Peachey's ability to challenge for that ball. So personally, I'm okay with it. But just, other people might have some different opinions. Like, should the Bunker be entitled to its own decision, no interference from anyone else? Like, it's just, if you've gone to the Bunker, you have to trust what they say. That kind of thing. So, I agree with the decision. I'm happy with it. Oh, that's a great pass from Walker to Graham. He's got a bit of space. He's still finding some easy meters here. Rabbitohs now, 5th tackle on the Eels 20-metre line. The shift left. There's a kick from Knight. That goes straight to Clint Gutherson. Damn. Right, so we've established that Liam Knight is not a 6 or a 7. Alright. Good to know. I was questioning that. But it's good to finally understand that, he's never going to be a halfback. Right, Jackson Barlow. That's not even Jackson Barlow. Well done, Rob. Right, the Eels making good ground here. 5th tackle into the Rabbitohs half. At about the 40. Goes back to Moses. He's going to bomb this into the air. And there should be a clean take for Mitchell. Takes it cleanly. Pass it across to Johnston. And he's going to start at the 10-metre line. Tass is going to run this in now. And they're going to hit the 20-metre line. 5.5 minutes to go in this first half. Liam Knight comes off. Damien Cook goes right. Damien Cook at dummy half makes some good meters. Brought down by Matheson. They cross over the halfway line. And Ilias is going to bomb this into the air. It's going to bounce. But it's going to be easy for Gutherson to take. And they'll start about 26 metres from their own try line, the Eels. I'm starting to get a cold. This is not good. This is not good at all. Let's have a look at your poll predictions so far. Only 4 votes. 2 of you think Rabbitohs 1 to 12. And 2 you think Eels 13 plus. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Alright. Fair enough. 4th tackle now. Eels spread it right. Makatoa runs it in. They go over the halfway line. 5th tackle just in front of the 40-metre line. Hodgson gives it to Moses, and he's going to chip this into the corner. He's going to pin Mitchell back into the back left corner for the Rabbitohs, and he's going to get tackled. So, yeah. Can the Rabbitohs finish out this half strongly? They could do with... I guess they'd take a penalty. If they can close that gap to 6 points and only have to worry about a converted try in the second half, then I think they'd take that. You'd certainly take it. But they spread the ball left. With Moses to Tass. Gets some good meters. They cross over the 40. 4th tackle now for the Rabbitohs. Goes straight into the hands of a prop forward. When that was meant to go to Moses, I think. Not Moses, Mitchell. Mitchell Moses. Oh, that's a great... Oh, my God, that's a great 1, 2, 3, 4 by Walker. Oh, my... Oh, my God, what a try. Oh. Okay, for anyone that isn't watching, I assume most of you are watching. Ball goes left to Walker, goes inside to Mitchell. Mitchell breaks through, goes back to the left to Walker. Oh my! And then a bullet pass to Johnston on the wing. That was, mate. What a that was beautiful. I'm not even gonna lie. That was a beauty. That was an absolute beauty. So wide to Walker, inside to Mitchell. Back to Walker. Over to Johnston. What a try! What a try that was. Oh my God, that's a beauty. That is an absolute beauty. Right. It is 8 for the Rabbitohs. Oh, that was... Oh, pristine rugby league. That is pristine rugby league. God, that looked nice. Right, Mitchell to bring us to a 2-point game. It's to the left of the post, swings back inside, and that is going to be 12-10. Not what I wanted there. Okay, I know I messed up the graphics somewhere. Okay, let's center that up. Alright, there we go. What a try. Oh my God. Okay, well that's a great way to end the half for the Rabbitohs. There's still 1:40 to go. So let's see what happens, but Jesus. Mate, I need to shut up about that try, but it was a nice try. I know it's not like it wasn't like wild or anything, but it was just it was perfect. 2 of the best Rabbitohs linking up as well. Right, so Rabbitohs have the ball. They've crossed their own 30. They're spreading left again. So with Mitchell gives it to Johnston. He's found space down the left. He's going to kick that inside. Who's he going to end up with? Goes to Damien Cook. He kicks it back, and Mitchell's going to pick that up. He's just at about the halfway line. Still tackle 3. He's going to spread right. Tries to offload it to Graham, and he knocks on. Oh, mate, that would have been... What a try that would have been. Jesus. Trust the Eels to like have control over the first half and then just collapse within the final 3 minutes. you know, Rabbitohs switching it on now. Right, 29 seconds to go in this first half. We're on the scrum for the Eels to go right to Moses, and it's to Penasini. And he's going to cross over the halfway line. 20 seconds to go in the first half. Moses gives it inside. Cartwright's got it to Mattson. Quick 1-2. It's with Simonson down the left. 5 seconds to go. Are they going to go for one? Like, not one, but like they're going to go for one more play. They could go for two. Moses, he's going to go for two. He's going to get it. That's wide. I think that's wide. Yeah, definitely wide. They might have had the distance. I can't quite tell from the camera angle, but that is going to be half time. Right. Okay. There we go. Half time. Bang. There we go. Half time now between the Rabbitohs and the Eels. Eels 12, Rabbitohs 10. It's a good game so far. It's a good game. Hope Andrew Davies doing alright. He went off with a head injury assessment. I think they might have mentioned that he wasn't returning. It's been a great game though. Right, let's have a look at your votes at the moment. 5 votes. So I still believe that's 2 people think Rabbitohs are going to win 1-12. 2 people think Eels are going to win 13+, and 1 has Rabbitohs 13+. I still think Rabbitohs 13+. If this kind of continues in the second half, the way that those last 5-10 minutes did, Rabbitohs will come out with a 13+. I still think the Rabbitohs will win this one. But if the Eels can get back to what they did for like the first 20 minutes, they could be laughing in the second half. And that'll be a hell of a win for the Eels if they get it done. So, let's see how they get on. Do 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 do. Right. Right. Half time. So I don't know what to do. I just want the game to keep going. I don't know what to do. Don't know what to say. Just want to watch the game. It's a hell of a game. Is the only one that anyone that watched the Dragons and Roosters game before? Like, I know by the scoreline it would have been a hell of a game. Actually, the highlights might be up. So if the highlights are up, I think I'll watch them. Right, let's take a look. Okay. So right now I'm going to watch the Dragons and Roosters highlights, because unfortunately if I wanted to watch all the games here in England I'd have to use a different website for all the games, but Sky Sports has this game on, so that's why I'm watching it. Like, Dragons blew a 12-0 lead, but I just want to see how it ended, because I lost my bet specifically from like a last minute try. So I saw this clip from Sully on Instagram. Breaks free. No one's catching him. He's still moving slow as hell, but there's no one near enough that's fast enough to catch him. So easy try for Sully. Right, let's see. Right. Let's see. Ben Hunt went in for the second try. They keep showing that bloody interception from Sully. Right, what next? So they shift right to Hunt. He just steps, dummies, and he's through. Easy. Right, let's have a look. There's a bomb into the air. Penalty for... Was that Lomax? Let's have a look at this try. Tedesco gets the first try for the Roosters, I think. Well, that could be classed as forward. It just depends when he catches the ball. Like, he lands forward, but it just depends when he catches it. Kiri just about gets the ball down. They go right to Kiri. He breaks the line easily. Gets around Sloan. Okay, easy for Kiri. Oh, that's an easy try. Is that Sewer? That's too easy for Sewer. 7 minutes to go. So the Dragons take the lead, and then the Roosters take the lead again within 6 minutes. Jesus, what a game. God, I wish I could have seen this one. Alright, kick over from Kiri. Strip from Tedesco. And he gets the ball down. Jeez, okay. 4.5 minutes to go. 30 seconds left. Dragons go right. It's knocked back. Still in play. Ben Hunt goes left. They shift it left. There's so many options over there. Oh my god. Oh my god. What an end to that game. And then easy for Lomax and wins it. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's just typical. That is just typical. Fair play to the Dragons, though. I had them to win in my head initially. And then I didn't back it. Oh, for God's sake. Idiot. Right, but on this game anyway, it's been a hell of a game so far. Anyone that's in here that hasn't voted, feel free to vote on the winning margin that you think it's going to be. Rabbitohs 10, Eels 12 at half-time at the minute. How do you think it's going to end up? Let me know. Okay. But that try for Johnston, that link up between Mitchell and Walker, that was beautiful. That was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, so possession. Rabbitohs had 44%, Eels 56%. Both had 3 line breaks. Rabbitohs 13 missed tackles to Eels 9. Penalties 1-2. Offloads 3-9. What did that say? 8. Kind of moved as I was looking at it, but. Right. Cooper Cronker's a handsome man, isn't he? That jawline, that's solid. Cut butter, that. The Eels are looking pretty good in this game. They've kind of thrown it away, but they're still looking good. Right, so I'm thinking second half. I don't think the Eels are going to change. I think they'll still get a couple of opportunities down the left and right hand side. I don't think they'll get much going through the middle, but I think they'll, in the close spaces, be able to work down the wings and maybe get 1 or 2 extra tries. But I've got a feeling that if the Eels start out poorly in, say, the first 10-15 minutes, the Rabbitohs are going to run away with this. Do 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 do. As you do. Okay. Right. I wanted to download my stream from yesterday for the Broncos vs Panthers and then kind of edit it down into highlights, but it takes ages. Like, you need to wait for it to process into the HD version before you can download it. I'm just gonna check whether it's done. And today I actually downloaded Opera GX, so I'm gonna actually give that a go for a little bit and try and use Opera GX as like my web browser, because it uses less usage, uses less usage than Google Chrome, even though it looks like it uses Google Chrome as its actual browser. It's weird. Okay. Right, can I download it yet? Finally, I can download it. Thank God for that. Right, hopefully my stream doesn't die, because I'm trying to download yesterday's stream while streaming and my PC is not good. So hopefully it doesn't fall apart, but we'll see. Right, for the people in here, how do you think this is going to go? Any idea? Any predictions? I've already said I think the Rabbitohs will win. Possibly 13 plus if the Eels have a really slow start. But what do you guys think is going to happen in this second half? The Rabbitohs look really good down that left-hand side. That left-hand side could include Jack Whiteson next season. Jesus Christ. A cool ad coming up at the minute for Fox League. Can't remember this guy's name. How confident are you with the Bunnies? I'm very confident with the Rabbitohs, but the thing is, like, you got to keep in mind with the Eels though, is I said this. I don't know if you were here earlier, but I said this earlier. I trust the Eels against good teams, but don't against bad teams. Like, they come alive against good teams, so I trust the Bunnies to win as like a bare minimum. But I think it depends on how the Eels start this game, or start the second half. I mean, I think the Eels can probably chip away at the Bunnies again, but I do think the Rabbitohs are going to win this game. I'm 13 plus if the Eels don't keep up with what they were doing in the first half. So I'd still think the Rabbitohs are going to win this one. Because down that left-hand side with Mitchell and Walker, they're just too strong. There's not really too much. There's not too much going on with Ilias on the right-hand side. As much as you've got Campbell Graham to kind of make up for what Ilias lacks in his ability to break the line. It's just, yeah, that left-hand side is dominant for the Rabbitohs, but down the right, there's not much going on. Ivan Jonathan, if you're a Rabbitohs fan, like if you are, I don't know if you are, and if you're not, it doesn't matter, but if you are, because Walker's getting on a bit, like he'll probably only have a few years left. I'm not sure how old he is, but he's getting on, and you'll need to look to the future. Who would you like as your next number 6 for the future? Or would you want to bring in someone else? Or would you just want Jack Wyson to kind of take that role if he's still playing by the time that Walker leaves? Like, what would you like to see? And that's if you are a Rabbitohs fan anyway. But if you're not a Rabbitohs fan, and anyone else in here, what do you think? What would you like to see for the future? My personal opinion is I don't have that much faith in Ilias, personally. But seeing what he did for Greece at the World Cup last year, I think he was exceptional. Like, he kind of showed leadership that I haven't personally seen for the Rabbitohs, like, last year. But, yeah, let me know what you think. Who would you like to see in the number 6 role to replace Walker in the future? Because it's going to happen at some point, but who do you fancy? And you can be, like, crazy. You can just go straight for, anyone in the world that you want. Or you can be, I don't know, realistic, or it's up to you. But second half, for 2 minutes in. And the Rabbitohs have the ball now. Just in front of their own 20. Damien Cook, great run from dummy half there. Ball goes to Tass, and he's going to get tackled just in front of the 40. Slow getting up there. And Seller runs it over the halfway line. 5th tackle now for the Rabbitohs. And a kick from Ilias. It's a high and deep kick. And Clint Gutherson takes that, gives it off to Mike Acevo. He's going to run that in. Simonson's going to run this in. 2nd tackle now. Hodgson at dummy half. Gives it to Russell. And they're going to be just in front of the 30. Goal, Jackson Barlow with the ball. Chip over the top from the Eels. It's going to be taken up by Mitchell. Who's down there? Jairo is down at the minute. Slow to get up. Just gets completely hit in the back from Dylan Brown. Nice. That's another flat pass from Cook again. This is what I don't like about Damien Cook. He's such a talented player, but he always looks like he's going to pass the ball forwards. Right, Walker bombs the ball into the air, last tackle. And Gutherson takes that cleanly, but that's a good tackle from Tass. So the Eels are going to start behind their own 10-metre line now. Need a big set from the Rabbitohs if they want to end up in good field position after this. So a big defensive set from them coming up now. Eels shift left. Brown finds some space. Goes to Sevo. Can't offload it. That's going to be a knock on. Rabbitohs are in prime position now for some points. Prime position. Let's have a look at this. So Sevo gets the ball. There's like a stripping action from Milne, but it's not like intentional. He's trying to make a tackle and he's like bringing him down. They could challenge it, but nah, I think that's completely fair. It's a knock on, loose carry. So, Rabbitohs are going to get good possession now. Fresh set of 6. On the Eels' 40-metre line. Oh, that's a hell of a fend-off from Mitchell. Okay, Sele through the middle now for the Rabbitohs. This is great field position now. They could do it. They could do it. Thing is, if the Rabbitohs score first, I think they sort of barrel on from here. I think that's them gone. They go left with Walker to Mitchell. Tass is wrapped up. 4th tackle now on the 10-metre line. Walker at dummy half goes right to Mitchell, goes right to Arrow. He's going to run that in through the middle. He's going to offload it to Cook. He's going to go to the left. Is he going to shift right? He is. He's going to shift to the right. And he's going to get tackled in the middle of the field. Last tackle now for the Rabbitohs on the 10-metre line. Mitchell at dummy half. They're going to go left to Walker. He's going to chip this through. And it's going to deflect. And it's going to be taken up by... It's been called a knock-on. Another set of 6 for the Rabbitohs. Beauty of nature. Welcome to the stream. Let's have a look at this. Kick comes through. Is that Makatoa? So Walker goes in with the tackle, essentially punches the ball out. And then it'll be seen as a loose carry. Fair enough. It's a bit of an odd one, because, like, the ball is punched out, essentially. But, you know, as long as that rule is consistently followed, then that's completely fair enough. But another great position now for the Rabbitohs. Just, they didn't have much going on in that last set. But they go, right, that's Campbell Graham. He's in. That's an easy try from the scrum for the Rabbitohs. Easy. There's a scrum in the centre of the field on the 10-metre line. They shift right again. Campbell Graham, plenty of space. They allow a 4v... How were the Eels allowing a 4v3 on that side from a scrum? How did they allow that? Okay, that's... Okay, it's a little... It's a little bit forward from Walker. It's a little bit forward. I'll need to see that side angle again, but... I do need to see it, but it looked a tad forward. But defensively, that was poor from the Eels. Anyway, it's 14-12. It is what it is. That's what the score is. That's what we have to live with. I missed that. I need to see that side angle again. I mean, I'm not too bothered about it because it was poor defensively from the Eels, but... It was that side angle. It was just the side angle. It just looked forward at first view. I haven't seen it properly, is what I'm saying. So I saw it for a split second and it looked forward, but I'd need to see it again, basically. Of course, there's momentum as well. I understand momentum plays a part in it. And I'm always happy to defend a pass that looks forward when momentum's involved. I just need to actually see it properly again. But 16-12. 16-12 for the Rabbitohs. There we go, 30 minutes left in this game as well. I'm not going to see another angle of that, but it doesn't matter, so I'll forget about that one. Just wanted to see it again, but... You're right, you mean, you think it was a forward pass, or you think it was momentum? Because I didn't get to see it properly, that's the only thing. It's just that split second where I saw the ball leave his hands was like that. I didn't really get to see it clearly, so I'm not sure whether it was forward or not. But already 5th tackle, Walker bombs it from the halfway line. Russell takes it cleanly. But the Eels are going to start in good field position here, just in front of their own 30. So if they can get a good set, spread the ball a little bit, they can, they can challenge the Rabbitohs line. But if the Rabbitohs are solid defensively, then they're not getting anywhere near that thing. But the Eels are kind of chipping away a little bit. They've nearly found a few gaps, especially with Dylan Brown down the left-hand side. But it's just putting it all together for the Eels now. Well, fourth tackle, Hodgson at dummy half. They're over the halfway line. They go right to Makatoa. Over the 40 now. And Moses goes inside to Gutherson. He kicks that into the air. It's a dodgy kick, but that's going to be taken cleanly by Milne. And the Rabbitohs will start from inside their own 10. Graham gets an easy 10 metres. On their own 20 now. Milne runs it in. Another easy 10. Can he get the ball off? No. 15 metres from Milne. Easy metres for the Rabbitohs at the minute. And that's a dodgy one to Damien Cook. He's going to get brought down. Right. Well, that's taking the sting out of that set. And it's not even half time. I could do with getting rid of that. There we go. Okay. Right. Fifth tackle now. Ball's with Ilias. Kicks it into the corner. Is that out on the full? That's out on the full. It's out on the full. So the Eels are going to be in fantastic field position now. Not good. Not good from Ilias there. Right, and they cross over the 40, the Eels. Hodgson to Greg. They cross over the 30. Big defensive set from the Rabbitohs now. Moses to Barlow. He's about to cross over the 20. He crosses over the 20. He's a big boy, isn't he, Barlow? Jesus. Third tackle now for the Eels. Hodgson at dummy half goes right to Brown, right to Moses, right to Greg, and in the middle for the tackle. Fourth tackle now, they go right again to Moses. They go right to Cartwright, and I think he's held up. That's a big tackle from Walker. The ref's given it, but we'll see. The ref has given that one, but we will see. Okay, so they go right. Moses gives it to Cartwright. Oh, I think he gets it down. Like, before he hits the ground, I think he puts it down. Let's have a look. He's got it. He's got it. A good effort from Walker. But we've got a game here, folks. We've got a game. 16 all. Try confirmed. Big return from the Eels. I said before, I think if the Rabbitohs scored first, I think they'd be gone. But fair play to the Eels sticking in this one. Okay, it's a big kick now for Mitchell Moses. It's not like right near the corner or right near the line, but it's not an easy one either. There's a bit of an angle on this, but you'd expect him to get it. And that looks clean through the stick, so that's going to be a 2-point lead for the Eels. This game is certainly not over. We've got 25 minutes to go. There's going to be more. There's going to be a lot more in this game. I'm looking forward to it. All came from that Ilias kick that went out on the full. It's all right, Ivan. I think the Rabbitohs will still win this game. I mean, obviously, of course, the Eels can still come back into it, but I don't know. I think I'm just sort of waiting for the Rabbitohs to flip that switch that they've got. I feel like it's going to come at some point, but we'll see. But third tackle now for the Eels. Jackson Barlow's going to run it over the 40-metre line. 25 minutes to go in this game. Gutherson runs it in through the middle. And they're just in front of the halfway line. Fifth tackle is going to be a kick from the Eels. Kick from Moses. Straight into the hands of Johnston. Cleanly, yes. Tries to skip a man, but Cartwright brings him down. And the Rabbitohs will start on their own 10. Tane Milne runs it in. About 25 metres from their own try line now, the Rabbitohs. Third tackle. That Damien Cook is... those dummy half passes are dodgy. Jack Arrow's down. Not looking good. Something with his ankle. Oh, he's not happy. He's not happy. Oof. Just sort of twists it on the way down. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think Dylan Brown wraps up the legs. He just sort of falls onto his foot. I don't think there's any malicious intent to that. Well, the bunker might think otherwise. I don't know what the specific ruling is with like hip drops and things like that. It doesn't look like a hip drop, but he's not happy though, Arrow. He's not happy at all. Anyway, let's play on. Fifth tackle now. Or last tackle. 24 minutes to go. Ilias kicks high. It's not very deep though. Is that out on the full again? It is. Ilias. What are you doing, man? Awful. Smart play from Sivo. Very smart play. What are you doing? This is the kind of reason why I had my doubts about Ilias last season. He did so well at the World Cup for Greece. Had so much control. Was so impressive. And I thought he's going to bring that to the Rabbitohs this season. And granted, he has played well, but he's still got that in his game. So he needs to cut that out. He's still young as well, so don't get me wrong. He's, you don't watch this anymore. There's plenty of time, though. There's still 23 minutes to go. There's plenty of time. Fifth tackle for the Eels. Dylan Brown chips over. Campbell Graham is... Oh, it comes to Barlow. Off to Simonson. That's a try for the Eels. Right. Okay. Chip over from Mitchell Moses. Pushed back from is Ilias. They gets the first touch on it as well. Goes to Jackson Barlow. Offloads it to Simonson. And that's another try from the Eels. (22-18) for Parramatta. Well, Eels are, firmly in this, like they did in the first half. Strong enough, but don't forget the end of the first half. Souths were strong in trying to fight back. So we will see. Oh, it's Dylan Brown that chipped over, not Mitchell Moses. It's a tough one. It's a tough one for the Rabbitohs. A quality side, they can still bring it back. Let's try confirm. Took a while, but we got there. And Mitchell Moses in front of the sticks is going to cleanly get that, and that is going to be 24-16. Right. 8-point difference now. Can the Rabbitohs bring this back? Let's see how it goes. Right, 21 minutes to go. Rabbitohs are about to kick back to the Eels. Can the Rabbitohs switch this back on, or are the Eels going to run away with it? We will see. Plenty of time left in this game. And the Eels will start from just in front of their 20, and they'll cross over the 20 now. Greg runs it in. Eels go over the 30-metre line now. Jackson Barlow down the right, shifts to Moses, goes to Penasini, shrugs off one, gets it off to Russell, but that looked forward, and it is going to be it's going to be forward. Rabbitohs are going to be in really good field position now. They're going to get the ball on the halfway line. Fresh set of 6. Opportunity for the Rabbitohs to come back at them. 20 minutes to go as well. Good effort from Penasini. But yeah, that is forward. Okay. Right, what can the Rabbitohs do now? Rabbitohs have had 9 errors to the Eels 7. And they shift the ball right to Campbell Graham. Rabbitohs on the halfway line now. And they'll run it in through the middle. They cross over the 40. Cook at dummy half gives it to Arrow. Closing in on the try line now. They go to Murray through the middle. He's going to get easy meters. They're at the 20 now. 4th tackle. They're at the 20. Now they're just in front of the 10. This is... you would expect them to go left, but I think they're going to go right. No, they are going left. It's to Walker. To Mitchell. Kicks to the corner. Oh! Tass can't quite get that one. I could have sworn Tass touched that, but they're claiming it was someone else. I swear Tass touched it, but let's have a look. Russell might have touched it. Let's have a look. This angle might tell us. I don't know. That's close between Tass and Russell. Oh, I don't know. That's a tough one. 20-metre restart. Rabbitohs really could have done with a repeat set then. But Eels are holding on. But let's see what the Rabbitohs can do. So, 18 minutes to go. Eels on their own 30. They just cross over. Mike Acevo. The Eels could be in good field position as well themselves by the end of this set. They cross over the 40. Go right to Barlow. And he's going to cross over the halfway line for the Eels. And Greg's going to go over the Rabbitohs 40. They're in good field position now, the Eels. 4th tackle. They shift it left. Go left again. And Ogden's going to play the ball. They shift left with Brown. They kick through. And that's going to go straight into the hands of Latrell Mitchell. It's going to get brought down just in front of their own 10. And Campbell Graham's going to run it in and hit the 20. Maybe worth, spreading the ball for the Rabbitohs. They could give it a go. Still plenty of time in this game, but I think with how it's going for the Eels, I think they do need to, score pretty soon. So with Ilias, still got the ball. Spins, still has it. And they go over the halfway line. 5th tackle now, into the hands of Walker. And he's going to belt this into the air. Should be an easy take for Gutherson. And he's going to get brought down about 24, 25 metres in front of the Eels try line. But the Eels might get good field position again. If they have a strong set. Cross over the 30. Simons across the 40. Apologies for the yawn. My bad. Mike Acevo runs it in. 16 minutes to go now in this game. Eels cross over the halfway line into Rabbitohs territory. It's with Ogden, and there's a penalty against the Rabbitohs. Is it ruck interference or something like that? Yep. Against Cameron Murray. Not good from the Rabbitohs there. You can't be doing that. Right, so penalty from Moses. Kicks into touch. And that is going to put the Eels at about the... It's going to put them on the 30-metre line. Firmly into Rabbitohs territory. See what they can do here. Eels shift right to Moses, to Barlow. He runs it in. He offloads it to Cartwright. And they cross the 20 now. Eels are in hot pursuit of another try at the minute. And Barlow runs it in. He's going to get not brought down, but tackled. Okay, they go left to Moses, to Gutherson, to Brown. They shift it over to Sevo. He knocks down Milne, but he's going to get pushed out. And that's solid defensive work from the Rabbitohs. And they'll get the ball back. That was a huge set. They needed that. Because I felt that if the Eels were going to score there, that's game over. Excuse me. Knocks Milne over. Graham comes over. And they push him out of play. Good work from the Rabbitohs there. Really good work. Let's have a look at the predictions so far. So 38% say Rabbitohs 1-12. 25% Rabbitohs 13+. 12% Eels 1-12. 25% Eels 13+. My bad. Okay. Good field position now for the Rabbitohs and making great meters here. So with Ilias to Mitchell. Finds Milne. Doesn't quite get through there. Nah, I don't know. Touch judge said he was out, but I think he got rid of that before he was out. I'd challenge that. Eels are going to be in incredible field position again. I'd challenge it. Excuse me. Let's have a look. It's tough now. It's tough. Maybe don't challenge it. Okay, 13 minutes to go. Is there a strip there from Murray? God, it's all over the place now. Jesus Christ. Parramatta has the ball. Oof, a knock for Cook. Something with Cook's neck at the minute is not looking good. I'm sorry I keep yawning. I apologise. Oof. Oh, Jesus. So Greg just like drops down straight onto Cook and just bends his neck backwards. Like, oh, that did not look good. Doesn't look good at all. That looks horrible. I don't know why I keep yawning. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Right, Parramatta's ball onto the 40-metre line of the Rabbitohs now. They're getting really good field position this half, the Eels. And they hit the 30 line now. They shift left to Brown. Switch back from Barlow. And he's going to hit just before the 20. They shift right to Moses. He's going to go inside to Greg. And about 24 metres out now from the try line for the Eels. Left to Moses. He's going to cut to the right. He's going to pass it over to Cartwright. He's going to give that to Penasini. And he's going to get brought down by Tass. Last tackle. Moses is going to chip the ball over to the left. Contest in the air. It's going to come down, and that's going to be Parramatta's ball. Knocked on by Parramatta. Goes to the Rabbitohs. I think this might be Parramatta's ball, though. Parramatta's challenging it. Right, so on-field referee said that Rabbitohs knocked the ball backwards, and then the Eels knocked on. But the Eels are challenging that it was knocked forward from the Rabbitohs. Okay, it looks backwards, but then it hits Cheekham's foot, which then knocks it forwards. Yeah, I think this will be a Rabbitohs ball here. Is that a knock-on from Parra? Or is Dylan Brown trying to offload that ball? Ah, that's a knock-on, I think. Right, it's going to be Rabbitohs ball. Again, so sorry I keep yawning. I don't know why. Right. 8-point lead for the Eels now. 11.5 minutes to go in this game. Rabbitohs will have possession of the ball on their own 10-metre line. Okay. So Elias is going to play the ball into the scrum, and they're going to go left to Tass. He's going to cross the 10. It's been a good game, this. Jack Arrow's going to run this one in, and he's going to cross the 20. They'll shift it right. It goes to Cameron Murray. He goes to Ilias. And to Cheekham. And he's going to be brought down just in front of the 30. They work left to Murray. Again to Walker. To Mitchell. Bullet pass to Johnston. He's going to find some space. No one to offload the ball to, but they're going to cross into Eels' half. Ball goes to Walker. Fourth tackle at the moment. Cheekham's found a bit of space on the right. Over the 40-metre line now. Expect a bomb here from Walker. Goes high. Isn't really a challenge from anyone, but Sivo's going to get that cleanly. He's going to fend off 2. I don't know if it is already over. I mean, okay, well, it's not over till it is over, and it's technically not. But like when a team gets in a rut of like constant like poor sets, too many mistakes, just like errors, penalties, like when it gets sort of in a snowball effect for a team, it's difficult to stop. It just tends to keep happening, so I don't know. I think if Paris score in the next few minutes, I'd definitely say it's over. But, you know, it can take 30 seconds to score if you find a bit of space, but yeah, I think just under 10 minutes to go. Rabbitohs ideally need to score within the next 5 minutes. Which they could do, but yeah, there's too many mistakes at the minute, and the Eels are in good field position right now. Onto the Rabbitohs 30. Dylan Brown's found space. He's going to cut through. He's now on the 10. Gets the ball off to Makatoa, and he's going to get brought down about 8 metres out. Fourth tackle for the Eels. They shift right to Moses. He's going to pass it to Cartwright. He's found Russell on the wing. Johnston brings him down. 6 again, inside 10 metres from the Rabbitohs. And he goes to Cartwright. He's going to run this one in. I would say it is definitely over. If the Eels score now, it's definitely over. It's with Greg down the middle. He's barreling through. 1 metre from the try line now. They go left to Moses. Left to Brown. To Simonson. Shrugs off a few, but he's brought down a few metres from the try line. Gutherson at dummy half. Gives it to Brown. He's going to skip. Offloads it. Goes to Greg. Moses still going right. Switches back to Barlow. He offloads it to Moses. Offloads it to Cartwright. And he's going to get brought down a few metres from the line. Also, 5th tackle for the Eels. Over onto the right-hand side. Play the ball to Moses. He's going to chip that through. Oh! Has Dylan Brown got it? It's been given. It's been given. We just need to check this. Because it was close to the line, but that might be it. That might be it for the Eels. Let's have a look. Great kick from Moses. Oh, I think he's got it. That is close, but I think he's got it. Here we go. Oh, he has got that. Jesus, that is close. That is less than an inch. Bloody hell, what a try that was. Try confirmed as well. 28-16 for the Eels. Who would have thunk this one? The Eels are actually on track with a 13+ against the Rabbitohs. Who on earth would have genuinely thought that? Like before this game, who genuinely would have thought that? How are they doing this? Anyway, if anything, fair play to the Eels. Absolutely fair play. Mitchell Moses should have an easy 2-pointer here. And this will be a 14-point lead. Yep, straight over the sticks. Not 390. That's not what the score was. 30. Well, that's highly unexpected. Well, that's a hell of a win for Para, though. On the road, against top of the league, and beat them purely on merit. No, like, sin bins, red cards. No, like, bunch of referees' decisions going in their favour. Just winning purely on merit. Fair play to the Eels. Right, 6 minutes to go in this game. Second tackle now. Eels have the ball on the 40-metre line. It's with Barlow. Straight at Damien Cook. Crosses into Rabbitohs territory over the 40-metre line. They go right to Greg. He goes straight at Damien Cook again. Eels could get more points in this game here. Moses shrugs off one, gets it to Cartwright. He's going to kick that through. And Johnston's going to collect. He's going to get brought down in the goal area. Yes, he is. And that's going to be a goal line dropout. The Eels. Bloody hell. What a game. Jesus. Yeah, fair play to the Eels. Well played. Short kickoff from Mitchell. No challenge from anybody. Gutherson's easily going to take that one. Makato runs it in. 5 metres from the try line now for the Eels. Moses found some space. That's going to go to Penasini and he's in. That's easy. God, they were just wide open. As soon as that ball got to Moses, that was like the space that the Eels had. Bloody hell. How are they getting away with this? Jesus. Oh, no one would have expected this. Nobody. Not even Eels fans expected this. Eels have been too good today. When Souths brought it back in the first half to make it 10-12 and then took the lead in the second half, I thought that was it. I thought that was it. They were gone. And since then, the Eels just haven't looked back. Well, my predictions are already looking pretty poor. Because I had the Roosters to win, and I had the Roosters to win 1-12, and I had Souths to win 13+. And I also had the Panthers to win 13+, and they only won by 11. So, yeah. My predictions are all over the place at the minute. It's a big game for Moses as well. Straight off the back of his new contract. Wonder what he's getting paid. Anyone reckon they know what he's getting paid? Because I know the Tigers offered 1.4, I think. So I'd say it's at least 1.2. I think 1.5 might be a bit too much. But it also might be a case of Moses wanting to stay at the Eels because he has a better chance at winning a premiership than he does at the Tigers, let's be honest. So, I don't know, I reckon 1.3, something like that. I reckon that's what he's on. But that's going to be 36. There we go. 36-16 for the Eels. How on earth are they doing this? I don't get it. I don't understand. Right. Bear with me. Eels are in great field position again. Ball goes to Moses. Mate, the Eels can actually cross 40 here. Yeah, Walker's not happy. Yep, they are not happy at all. Yeah, the Eels can cross 40 now. Who would have thought? Brown gives it to Hopgood, and he's going to take the tackle. Last tackle now, just in front of the 10. Eels go right to Makatoa, and he's going to happily take the tackle a few metres out from the try line. A minute 30 to go. Did not expect this at all. Just over a minute to go now. Rabbitohs with the ball. They're going to play it just in front of their own 20. Yeah, Rabbitohs are just completely shot. Just mentally, like... Ball's going to go to Johnston. He's going to switch it back to Jai Arrow. There's a chip over from Mitchell. What is that? What are you referring to? You mean the score? You mean my face? You mean what the Rabbitohs did? Man, I don't even know. I don't even know what to say about this game. And that's going to be 5 seconds to go. Makatoa's going to run this one in. I don't get it. I do not get it. I could not tell you. Full time. Full time, Rabbitohs 16. Parramatta Eels 36. Oh, you mean the score? Yeah. I don't know. It went to 16-12 for the Rabbitohs, and I thought, right, this is it. Like, this is it. They're just going to run away with it. And then the Eels were just, like, just on it. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm massively confused. I don't know. The Eels were just too good. Eels were just too good today. South in the first half, a bit slow to start with, and then they switched it on. Started out the second half really well. And then the Eels, they just ran away with it. Jesus. Right, well, guys, first of all, anyone that was in the chat talking, I really appreciate you. I didn't really get much interaction yesterday in my first stream. This was my second stream. So anyone that's new, feel free to subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. And there'll be some more content coming. Next video I'll be posting is the tips and predictions for next week. People might not be trusting me that much, but if you can subscribe, that would be great. But I will possibly be streaming tomorrow. Possibly. I think. But yeah, thank you very much for sticking around. Let's have a look. What were the final predictions? So 11 votes. 36% went with Rabbitohs 1-12. 27% went with Rabbitohs 13+. 9% went with Eels 1-12. And 27% went with Eels 13+. That 27% was correct. How did they do it? How did they know? Anyway, as I'm in England, it is quite early, as you can see from the brightness outside. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going to get me some lunch. But anyone that was here, I do appreciate you sticking around or coming and going, whatever you did. But fair play to the Eels. And I will possibly catch you on a stream tomorrow. But yeah, I hope everyone has a great night and a great day tomorrow. And I'll see you.